Hi guys, welcome to English Express with Ms.B. Today I'll be talking about a complex sentence. In our previous video, I started a lesson which was related to types of sentences, and I clearly state and explain that we have four types of sentences. We have simple sentences, complex, compound, and compound complex. Today I'll be talking about a complex sentence. So what is a complex sentence in English language? A complex sentence is a sentence having one dependent clause and at least one independent clause, okay? And these clauses are connected with a subordinate conjunction. What is a subordinate conjunction? A subordinate conjunction are words like because, why, okay, whenever, therefore, although. We call these subordinate conjunctions because the sentences, it links sentences together or clauses together. Everything is clearly stated. If you look at the board, I spoke about a complex sentence made up of the main clause and the dependent clause, and we have this subordinate conjunction. These are some examples of complex sentences, okay? Firstly, you have to be very careful while starting business with her. You have to be very careful is the main clause, MC, because it has a subject and a predicate. And we have this subordinate conjunction that links, okay, the two clauses together, making it a complex sentence. Although Anne plays very well, she lost the match. Because of this although, this sentence is called complex. This is the dependent clause, and she lost the match is the main clause. Because in the main clause, we have a complete idea about something, we have a complete idea about an activity, and we have a subject and a predicate. I don't believe in luck because hard work is everything, definitely. For us to achieve our dreams, for us to be successful, we need to work hard, we need to put in some effort. We are not expected or we are not supposed to believe in luck. So if you look at the sentence, this is the main clause. I don't believe in luck is the main clause, okay? Because hard work is everything is the DC, dependent clause. So this link these two sentences together, making it a complex sentence. My sister's job is very easy, but she is not happy. My sister's job is very easy is the main clause, okay? But she is not happy is the DC, dependent clause. So this is the subordinate conjunction linking these two sentences together. Remember, a complex sentence must have one dependent clause and at least one dependent clause. He is very mean, although his friend is very loyal to him. He is very mean is the main clause. Then this is the dependent clause. So although links the two clauses together, okay? That is it, like I explained. Complex sentences must be linked by a subordinating conjunction. It is linked with this conjunction in order for it to be complex, unlike simple sentences. So we need to understand this clearly, and in order for us to understand types of sentences or the form of sentences, we need to understand what a clause is. We need to know what different types of clauses are, and we need to apply them when we talk about sentences. How to identify complex sentences? So how can we identify complex sentences? I said in a complex sentence, we have one main clause and one dependent clause. In a complex sentence, we have subordinating conjunction, we have this. So how can we identify a complex sentence? In a complex sentence, we must have words like because. Because I was late, I attended all my classes. Because I was late is the dependent clause. I attended all my classes is the main clause. So in a complex sentence, you have two, clauses joined together. Since, until, although, bird and why. So all complex sentences must have these lexicon. We must have them for a sentence to be complex. If not, they are not complex sentences. And lastly, let's talk about simple sentence versus complex sentence. How are they different? A simple sentence, as the name implies, is plain. A simple sentence has just only one main clause. A simple sentence has only one main clause. For example, I can say, Ms.B ate the cookies. Ms.B ate the cookies. It's a simple sentence. You have Ms.B, the subject. Everything is a predicate. So a simple sentence has just one clause. Now, any sentence with more than one MC is either complex or compound. If a sentence has more than one dependent clause or main clause, it is no longer simple. It is complex or compound complex. Now, let's give an example of a complex sentence. We can say after Ms.B ate the cookies. She slept very early. So we have after Ms.B ate the cookies, she slept very early. This is the dependent clause because we have this after, which is a subordinate conjunction, and she slept very early is a main clause. So in a nutshell, a complex sentence is made up of two or more clauses. It can be dependent or it can be independent, and it is connected by a subordinate conjunction. And I said subordinate conjunction are words like because, when, why, until, since, and more. And we equally saw the differences between a simple sentence and a complex sentence and how to identify these types of sentences. In our follow-up lesson, I'm going to talk about a compound sentence and a compound complex sentence, and we are going to see the differences. But note, in order for you to understand what a complex sentence is or what a simple sentence is, you need to have an idea of what clauses are in English language. You need to have a clue about dependent clauses and independent clauses. So stay tuned for our next segment. Like, subscribe, and share.